release is actually what I heard, and that's when I fell in love with it. Then when they had him at the Stellars, I said, no, I should have been
It
there
was a
that
great
year.
performance.
I would
Great.
have loved to have been the one to introduce him on that
Hmm.
particular. I'm not going to give you a snippet of what I would do, but I promise you, if you remember the Steve Harvey comedy series when he introduced Jesus, it would be
Yes.
almost, it would be almost that good.
Oh, you're a super fan, right?
And listen, when you
Yes.
got great music that moves me, and not a lot of
Yes.
music moves me in this day and age, but listening to him, it's my era. He's the tail end of my era,
Do
but
we know
not
how old he
really.
is?
No, he's not really the tail end of my era. His music
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
reminds me of my era. I ain't that old, folks, by the way. Okay.
No, no, no.
Still under 100, but over 50. That's all you need to know.
I'm starting you now. I'm under 100, right?
I ain't messing with you.
Yeah.
She's actually a teenager, y'all. Look at her. That's
No,
right. Yeah. A
no, not a
teenager.
teenager. I actually don't even wish to be a teenager anymore. Number 5, James Fortune, Never
Yes.
Let Me Down. Another great song. When I first heard it, I had to take a minute because it actually starts, it's a tricky song. It
Yes.
starts off really slow and then it's like, boom,
Hmm.
it rocks. And I
It
love
rocks. It does. And
it.
FYI, he's another one of those artists. We talked about J.J. Harrison not that long ago. Another one of
Yeah.
those artists that it used to be James Fortune and Fire, but now it's just
Hmm.
James Fortune. There are others like that, but
Maybe Fire will come back. We don't know.
Fire is probably still there. They just don't mention
Yeah.
it as much. But again,
Yeah.
it's the way they do things nowadays with the economy,
Yeah.
still dealing with COVID. There's a lot
Yeah.
that they can and or cannot do, so they have to make some improvisions uh, along the way. But moving right along as we get close to our time, Tamala, man, as you always say, slow dragging us all to heaven. He did it for me.
Yeah.
It's still, and you know how you talked about earlier, one of those songs that picks up speed and picks
Yeah.
up pace. This is one of those songs. It started out in a good place, but has
Hmm.
moved to a better place and is now in an even better place, despite the fact that she was at one point number one. And just last week in the number 2 spot, she may have dropped down a couple of spots, but her music still holds a special place in the heart of America. So we
Wow.
just bless God for, well, she's like that. She has become, I don't want to say the Cinderella, but the darling of gospel music. I mean, I know we would say Jacqueline Carr, we'd say Tasha Cobbs, but the one who she is along the lines of a Yolanda Adams in terms of surging. I don't want to use the word popularity, but for lack of a better word, popularity. She is
Hmm.
becoming a household name. Not to mention the
Absolutely.
fact she's a great actress and, she
Hmm.
does so many other things. And with that crazy husband of hers, how can she ever have a moment's rest? I believe that man keeps her in stitches laughing on a daily basis.
Now, did you hear David was, there are a couple of the morning shows do prank calls.
Mm-hmm.
And they called David Mann and
Uh-huh.
he kept trying to make him flip. I think the objective of these calls is to make the person flip out because they've called a lot of church folk. They called somebody and told them
Yes.
they were out too much. And girlfriend just went in on them. They call, it's always, I think the objective is to make the person snap.
Uh-huh.
Well, David was just so cool. He said, see, you're trying to make me jump out of myself, and I'm not going to do it. He was just
Amen.
so,
Amen. But
he
I
just
think he
made things
knew.
just cool.
I
Yeah.
kind of think he knew.
He may not have known, I don't know, but he was just so cool about the whole thing. When I said anybody else would have snapped long ago. So,
Mhm. I'm gonna tell you because I mean that person that we're talking about, that show we're talking about. I hope
yeah.
you never call me because I recognize and I'm a voice recognizer. I recognize voices. So if I hear that voice, I'll play along and I'll say, okay, if you wait for me to snap, I will be down in that part of the country in about 2 days. We could talk face to face. Okay, such and such a person. Well, listen, we're going to move to number 3, and this young lady has taken the gospel world by storm. At 14, she made her way and entered in. I mean, she's not the youngest artist, but she's among the youngest, but she is an impactful artist.
Yes.
Jacqueline Carr, her song entitled My Portion. I was just listening to that on my way in when I
Yes.
called you prior to the show. That song
Mhm.
is what I was listening to.
Love
And I
it.
believe,
Yes.
I'm not sure if you called me back. And about the time you called me back, the song was like toward the end. I said, you had to call me now? No, let me stop. All right, I'm telling on myself. But anyway, love the song. I really do. I'm just, I'm so excited for where she's going. They did
Yeah.
a video. I don't know if it was TikTok, Instagram, or something. And she
Mhm.
came in plain clothes, and she passed by this cloth. And the way the cameraman did it, when she passed by the cloth, she came out fully dressed, made up, and ready to go on stage to do whatever it is she did. That's a transformation. And when I say that, it's because you look at where she was when she first started, look at where she
Mhm.
is now. And even better, look at where she's headed. Look at
Amen.
where she's headed. Jacqueline, 2 thumbs up from yours truly. And I'm an OG, okay?
Number two. Are we at number two? Yes, we're at number two. Dawkins and Dawkins are steadily trying to fight their way to number one. Well, if they don't do it, then in the next week, probably won't do it. That's just been my experience, but we'll see. They're in number two right now with their song "Come By Here." Um, Again, great duo, great production team. Just looking for more great songs from them.
Yes. And I'll say this about them also. They give gospel hip hop a leg up,
Mhm,
being able
mhm,
to be in the top 10. Because if you
mhm.
recall back in the day, and I'm going to make this very quick so we can get to the number one song. Back in the day, gospel hip hop was frowned upon, believe it or not. And here we are
I
today.
know.
Yeah, even here we are today.
I was working
Then,
at a station that was like, because I remember their first album. Remember the song "Not
mhm,
Just Anybody"? I love that song, but we couldn't
yes.
play it.
And
I
I
had
mean,
it, I owned it, but couldn't play it on the radio because
yeah,
they were
and you know
thinking
what? There was a lot of that.
perhaps at that time. By
Yeah.
the time 2000 rolled around, we had
Hmm.
become extremely contemporary, and we started playing gospel gangsters, and
Yeah.
so it changed. When you first start out, we really didn't know,
Hmm.
how contemporary we could
What was going
be.
to happen?
Yeah, we didn't know. So,
Yeah, but thank God it worked
you know,
out. Listen, we got to get to the number one song. We got just a couple of minutes left here. This is the Gospel Express, that beautiful woman on my right, your left, the lovely Nina Taylor. I'm Bishop Ernest E. Richard Jr. We want to thank you for joining us. But now let's get to the number one song. And since this is your boy, your man, your friend, your artist, I'm going to step back and let you do the honors.
well, I haven't met him yet, but I have had him on the show, which
Hmm.
he was absolutely very, very good, very gracious, just so humble, and just like he said, he can't believe everything that has happened to him since winning Sunday Best, since being the
Yeah.
first male to win the show. Every
Yes.
year, female, 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 but that is no more. We've had lots of male winners since him. But my congratulations to him. This is the second week in a row for his song "Still Gon' Trust." So
Yes.
congratulations. I love the song. If you've seen the video, yeah, you'll love it even more. The video is nice. He's in the studio at the beginning of the video, and he just kind of takes you through the journey of everything
Yeah.
that's happened since 2020. So congratulations, Joshua, on a
Amen.
number one. And remember now, you can connect with us on all social media outlets. Just go to my website at msninataylor.com and you can join us there. Coster?
Amen. Yeah, what she said. Anyway, we thank God for you joining us. We'll catch you on the next countdown. The Lord bless you, keep you, cause his face to shine upon you. Enjoy your day.